Have you ever wondered how the tiny islands of Micronesia, scattered across the vast Pacific Ocean, came to be inhabited? This collection of over 600 islands and atolls, known as the Federated States of Micronesia, is nestled in the heart of the Pacific, thousands of miles from any continental landmass. The enigma of how these remote islands were populated remains one of the most intriguing puzzles in human history. Scholars believe that the early inhabitants, ancestors of the modern Micronesians, were skilled seafarers who undertook epic journeys across the open ocean in outrigger canoes, guided by the stars and the ocean currents. These intrepid explorers settled the islands around 3,000 years ago, developing rich and diverse cultures, as varied as the islands themselves. The early history of Micronesia, while shrouded in mystery, sets the stage for a fascinating journey through time. The first settlers of Micronesia were intrepid mariners, navigating the open seas with remarkable precision. These seafarers, known as the Austronesians, embarked on a great journey around 4,000 years ago, leaving their homes in Southeast Asia to venture eastward into the vast Pacific Ocean. Their destination? The islands we now know as Micronesia. Imagine the courage it took to set sail into the unknown, guided only by the stars, the winds, and the waves. These were not merely explorers or adventurers, but skilled navigators and sailors, capable of crossing thousands of miles of open ocean in their impressive outrigger canoes. These canoes, a marvel of ancient engineering, were perfectly adapted to the challenging conditions of the Pacific. With a main hull for carrying passengers and cargo, and a smaller attached float or outrigger, these vessels were both stable and swift, able to withstand the powerful ocean swells and currents. The Austronesians' journey to Micronesia was not a one-time event, but rather a series of migrations over several centuries. As they settled on the islands, they brought with them their languages, their cultures, their agricultural practices, and of course their seafaring skills. They developed complex navigation systems based on the observation of the stars, the movement of the sea, and the flight patterns of birds. These traditional methods, passed down through generations, allowed them to navigate with astounding accuracy, long before the advent of modern navigational tools. But the Austronesians were more than just skilled seafarers. They were also accomplished builders, constructing monumental stone structures, some of which still stand today. They were farmers, cultivating taro, breadfruit, and other crops in the challenging island environments. And they were artists, creating intricate carvings, weaving, and pottery that reflected their deep connection to the sea and the land. In essence, these early settlers were the architects of Micronesian society. They laid the groundwork for the diverse cultures, languages, and traditions that continue to flourish on these islands to this day. These early settlers laid the foundation for the diverse cultures that thrive in Micronesia today. The arrival of European explorers brought significant changes to Micronesia. In the 16th century, the Spanish sailed across the vast Pacific, their ships guided by the promise of uncharted territories and untold riches. As they reached Micronesia, they brought with them a wave of transformations that would forever alter the island's cultural landscape. The Spanish explorers' arrival signaled the start of a new chapter in Micronesian history. The indigenous people's lives were deeply impacted by the Spanish colonization. It resulted in significant changes to their traditional ways of life, from their social structures to their daily routines. But perhaps the most profound influence was the introduction of Christianity. The Spanish missionaries worked tirelessly to convert the local populations, and their efforts were not in vain. Today, Christianity is a cornerstone of Micronesian society, a testament to the enduring legacy of the Spanish era. The Spanish era left a lasting imprint on Micronesia, influencing its future in profound ways. The 20th century brought a whirlwind of change to Micronesia, with power shifting from one foreign hand to another. This era was marked by the reign of two major powers, Germany and Japan, each leaving their unique impact on the islands. At the dawn of the 20th century, Germany swooped in to claim Micronesia from Spain, bringing with it a wave of economic changes. The Germans invested heavily in infrastructure, transportation, and agriculture, transforming the islands into a profitable hub of copra production. They introduced modern farming techniques and established trade routes, propelling the local economy forward. However, this period of prosperity was short-lived as the First World War loomed on the horizon. Following Germany's defeat in the war, Japan took control of the islands under the League of Nations mandate in the early 20s. The Japanese era ushered in a new wave of development. They expanded the infrastructure, built schools, and promoted local industries. However, the peace and progress masked a burgeoning military buildup, foreshadowing the dark days ahead. World War II brought the islands to the forefront of global conflict. Micronesia became a strategic battleground, with its islands witnessing some of the fiercest fights in the Pacific. The remnants of this bloody conflict are still visible today, with sunken warships and downed airplanes lying at the bottom of the clear Micronesian waters. Post-war, the islands were placed under United States administration before eventually gaining independence. The impact of this century of foreign rule is evident in the island's cultural landscape, from the German and Japanese architecture to the influence on local customs and traditions. Contrasting the breathtaking natural beauty of Micronesia are the scars of war and reminders of its tumultuous history. The sunken relics, rusting on the ocean floor, tell a tale of resilience and survival. They stand as a testament to the island's past and a reminder of the hard-fought peace that the people of Micronesia enjoy today. The scars of war are still visible in Micronesia, a stark reminder of its tumultuous past. The latter half of the 20th century saw the birth of the Federated States of Micronesia, a nation striving for self-determination. The journey towards independence was not without its trials, but the resilient spirit of the Micronesian people proved indomitable. For nearly 4 decades, from the mid-1940s to the mid-80s, Micronesia was known as the Trust Territory of the Pacific Islands, under United States administration. This relationship was part of a larger international effort to assist in the development of territories across the globe, guiding them towards self-governance and independence. During these years, the islands underwent significant transformation. Infrastructure was built, educational systems were established, and healthcare services were expanded. The United States played a pivotal role in this development, but the driving force behind it all was the aspiration of the Micronesian people to forge their own destiny. The journey towards independence was not without its challenges. There were disagreements, cultural clashes, and economic hurdles. Yet, through it all, the Micronesian people remained steadfast in their pursuit of self-determination. In the mid-70s, the Micronesian leaders began drafting a constitution, setting the legal and institutional framework for their impending nationhood. Then, on November 3, 1979, in a historic referendum, the people of Micronesia voted overwhelmingly in favor of independence. The Federated States of Micronesia was formally established on November 3, 1986. It was a momentous occasion, a testament to the resilience and determination of the Micronesian people. Since then, the young nation has made significant strides. It has established democratic institutions, developed its economy, and worked tirelessly to preserve its rich cultural heritage. Challenges remain, of course. Economic development, environmental sustainability, and regional security are ongoing issues. But the Federated States of Micronesia, with its vibrant culture and resilient people, continues to navigate these waters with tenacity and grace. Today, Micronesia stands proud, a testament to the resilience and spirit of its people. Micronesia today is a vibrant mix of ancient traditions and modern influences. This sprawling archipelago, made up of the 4 states of Yap, Chuuk, Pohnpei, and Kosrae, melds the old with the new in a captivating fusion of cultures. In the heart of the Pacific, Micronesia's economy is primarily driven by agriculture, fishing, and a growing tourism industry. Visitors from around the globe are drawn to its pristine beaches, world-renowned diving sites, and the chance to immerse themselves in a rich cultural heritage that has stood the test of time. Yet the real charm of Micronesia lies in its people and their enduring customs. From the ancient stone money of Yap to the traditional seafaring techniques of Micronesian navigators, these practices remain an integral part of Micronesian life. Cultural festivals, such as Yap Day and Pohnpei Liberation Day, offer a vibrant showcase of dances, handicrafts, and ceremonies, allowing the spirit of Micronesia's ancestors to live on. However, Micronesia faces its fair share of challenges. Climate change is a pressing reality, with rising sea levels and extreme weather events posing significant threats. Coral reefs, the lifeblood of Micronesia's marine biodiversity, are at risk of bleaching, while terrestrial ecosystems face the pressures of deforestation and invasive species. Yet Micronesians are not standing idle. Community resilience efforts are underway, with initiatives focused on conservation, sustainable tourism, and climate change adaptation. International partnerships are being forged, aimed at ensuring Micronesia's survival and sustainability for generations to come. Micronesia's story is one of resilience and adaptation. From its early inhabitants who journeyed across the vast Pacific to its modern-day citizens navigating the challenges of the 21st century, this island nation continues to carve out its unique path in the world. The story of Micronesia continues to unfold, a captivating blend of past, present, and future. As we look towards the horizon, We can only wonder what the next chapter holds for this remarkable archipelago.